This video is part of my Wireshark Packet Analysis and Ethical Hacking course. In this video, we're going to capture HTTP traffic. Be careful using HTTP traffic in your network. It's clear text. You should be using HTTPS. Today, you should be using encrypted traffic as much as you can. Don't use clear text traffic in your network because it's very easy to capture not only passwords, but just confidential information. I'll start another capture here. And then what I'll do on this web client is open up a browser to the Toolbox server. So browse to the IP address of the server. You can see here it says network as toolkit. We can see information about web server, FTP, TFTP, DHCP, syslog. So various services are running on this server. What we can do, however, is go to Wireshark and filter for HTTP. And notice here we can see the HTTP protocol. We can see as an example which browser was used. It's Mozilla 5, in other words it's Firefox. We can see that the server sent information back to the client. We can see information about the server data that was sent to the client. So notice network as toolkit. That's what we see over here. We can see other information. Notice files located at. And if I go to the right here, you can get to root after logging in. And notice that's exactly what you see here. So I've been able to capture what the user is viewing on the HTTP server. HTTP server is located over here. So let's see if we can edit the HTTP server located in var www HTML. So on the server, cd var cd www cd HTML. Notice we've got the PMG file here, and we've got index.html. If I edit that and add something to the text here, so what I'll do is add some HTML here and say, this is a strong password in clear text, Cisco, something like that. And then I'll save that file. When I refresh that on the client, notice we can see that text. But again, that's a really bad idea because this is in clear text. So we can see that in Wireshark. HTTP is in clear text. Everything that you're watching can be sniffed and can be read, including pictures. Notice here's an example. The client is doing a get for gns3.png. In other words, it's trying to get the image. The image is this image over here. We could see as an example that that's the image hosted on the server. So can we actually view that image? Image is sent from the server to the client over here. So PNG file or portable network graphics file is sent to the client. What I'll do is export packet bytes, and I'm going to save this as a Wireshark capture. I'll change that name to PNG because I know it's a PNG file. And then what I'll do is double click on that and notice that's the image that I've saved. So once again, I selected portable network graphics. I know it's a graphics file. Click export packet bytes. I'll give it a name such as Wireshark capture 2 and click save. And then all I'm going to simply do is rename it as PNG. I know it's a PNG file. And double click on it, and there you go. There's my image. So it was as simple as that as an example to capture information in HTTP, such as this clear text information and PNG information. Now, if the server was authenticating me, same thing would apply. I'd be able to capture the username and password off the network. Be careful using clear text protocols be careful using protocols such as Telnet, FTP, TFTP, and HTTP. They are in clear text. Anyone using Wireshark or a hacking application such as Kali Linux will be able to capture those passwords, be able to read everything that you're sending on the network.